All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Check to the three.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming in.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Ja'Kai Polite in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll give this to Bell running right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. This is Bell. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Darnold from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. On the return is Irvin. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
At the 24-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Draw play. Ingram now. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Jackson now. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
You.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
We own it. We own it. Joker.
Here's Jackson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews there. 3rd down here.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Jackson. And he's got Snead. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. In a wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Darnold. That's complete to Sterling. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Neil Sterling, 26 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Ready? Right. Mike's back forward. Check Mike, check Mike.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Crowder now to return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Darnold now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now it's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jordan Jenkins, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. So we got man.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. A big pickup of 38.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Let's go. His hands. 54 Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop him, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
3rd and 7.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch QB drive.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that will be...
There's nothing available there for him.
On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. This from 44 yards away. Dawson's kick is up and through. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this third quarter. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here we go. Here we go. And read. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Oh, you got D?
Ingram again. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Set. 60 yards. On set. 57 to Mike. 57.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
The Jets take over.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. This is Anderson over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Time. Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
Now BAL. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and a couple, Darnold. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
51-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a
Throwing again. Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jackson keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Nick Perry gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now it's Crowder. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, and his throw is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Matt Judon with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Set.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 50. 10, touchdown. 54. Hey, 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 hey.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check. 61. Match box. Right.
To throw on second and 6, Jackson. Now he's flushed out left. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Check 26, check 26.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
53's the mark. 53. Check.
Jackson now. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Mike 54. On the ball. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And shedding his way forward. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Patrick Owasor. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.